Hey everyone, it's Pastor Paul Krampus, and I am coming to you from Bethany Lutheran Church here in Cromwell, Connecticut. Welcome to another edition of From the Pastor's Study. So today I'd like to talk to you about this time. This is my Apple Watch. I'm not getting any money from Apple to endorse it. It just happens to be the watch that I wear most frequently. And this is sort of not just a watch, of course. It not only tells time, but it's linked to my iPhone, and I can respond to emails, text messages, get alerts. This tracks my exercise, when I go for my daily walks. So it does a whole lot of other things. But what I'm interested in talking to you about today is its primary function, which is to tell me what time it is. It's 10:12 a.m. Right now. That's at least the chronological time. But there are, in fact, more than one senses of time. Chronological time, or Chronos time, locates us within time. What moment is it? We can plan things around this Chronos time. I will meet you at 12 o'clock, say. Or our worship service will begin at 9:30, Chronos time. But there's another sort of time, too. The Greek word for it is Kairos time. We think about kairotic moments in history. So what is Kairos time? How is it different from Chronos time? Kairos time can be understood as God's time. It's an opportune time for God to act. It's a time that is full of possibility. You've heard the expression, the time is ripe. Now is the time. God acts in these moments of kairos. God provides us with kairotic moments and calls us to act. So not just simply time, but time when some sort of action is appropriate, called for, necessary, most opportune. So I wonder about Kairos moments in your life, in mine, in the life of our congregation, and the life of our nation. We might say that this is a Kairos moment for us in the midst of this pandemic, as it is the appropriate and opportune time for us to be doing some things. In the midst of the unfortunate murder, the deaths of black persons at the hands of some police officers who were acting outrageously, this seems to be a kairotic moment, a kairos time for us to be engaging with the issue of racism, for us to be thinking about what it means to treat other people differently because of the color of their skin. Kairos moments. Moments that are ripe with opportunity. Time that is God-given. Time in which God promises to be present with us and help us to take action. Action that might be needed. I hope that you pay attention to time. As a former military person and a police officer, time was very important. We had to show up at a certain time. It was drilled into us that if you were not 10 minutes early, you were late. Now, that's all Chronos time, and that's all good stuff. So be on time, but also pay attention to Kairos time. What is this moment like for you? Is God calling you to act in some way? And how will God promise to be with you in this moment? Until next time, Pastor Paul saying goodbye and God bless.